Mark, those guys put some great game pressure on you all at different portions of the game, from the very opening minutes, just knocking down shots, and then again late to cut the game to 5. And I just wonder about what you saw from your team and their response to those different like layers to the game.
Yeah, I thought that was a great win for a number of reasons. Number one, they've played really well lately and came in with a lot of confidence. Number two, you look around the league right now, anybody's beating anybody. It's kind of the dog days, and it requires great mental toughness to win consistently this time of year. And then they made some shots. I mean, Avia, Henderson, and Kamara made 14 threes between them, which is a lot of threes for those guys, and really tested our conviction on our game plan, and obviously put a lot of game pressure on us. So for us to endure that and still have a good defensive night and come out with a win was really impressive to me.
Yeah, speaking of Kamara, you have coaching a lot of great defensive players in your team, but at the Blazers side, how would you see Tumani's defense? And also, this is his career night, having the highest score, 24 points.
Yep. Kamara's a good player. He's got positional length, and he's got a great motor. He reminds me of like a Herb Jones type disruptor, because he's big, but he also pressures. He plays up the floor. He tries to deny, and was disruptive tonight. And then offensively, obviously he's a role player, but he drilled shots tonight and really hurt us. So he had a great night. Credit him. They put a lot of pressure on us. So we're happy to get a win coming out of here.
You get both Isaiah's back, and they both made an impact right away.
Yeah, Hart I thought was great. Just a really balanced night for him. Good spacing, good passing, good screening, and then the offensive rebounding. He had that possession that was a huge swing possession in the game. And Ijo was really good. I thought he really helped that second unit, especially in the beginning of the second quarter. That group had a really nice rhythm on both ends of the floor, and he was a big part of that. So it was great to have both those guys back.
During the last visit, you kind of have a small lineup in the rotation, but this time you put on Usman and also put in Dylan. How is those big guys coming back? Also Isaiah. What would you expect when even Chad is coming back? Those big guys, what can they offer to the team?
Yeah, we want to be a team that can play different lineups on different nights and pick at different matchups, and we want to be a very adaptive team. And so having Hart coming back, getting him back in the mix was important. Jay Wills played well in his absence, and we wanted to stick with him. But we obviously have the ability to go small. So I thought Oos gave us really good minutes tonight, especially to start the second quarter with that group. And so we just want everybody to be playing at their peak and to their strengths, and then we can deploy a lot of different lineups as needed, and that's our deal.
I know they took and made a bunch of threes, but they only scored 22 points in the paint. Just had not much success there. What did you all do well defensively to take that away?
Yeah, the top two guys for us are Simons and Grant, and Simons was 3 for 10 and was really quiet in the first half. Even on attempts, I think he only had 5 attempts in the first half, and Grant was, I think, 0 for 2 or something like that, 2 for 5. I don't know what he was, but it was really low attempts, and that's a good way to start. Take away those guys, take away the rim. We were good on the offensive glass in the first half, or defensive glass in the first half. Second half, they started crashing more, but we wanted to make those other guys make contested shots, and they did. And so that's why I said it tests your conviction. But we stuck with it and let it win the day, and had a good enough night defensively and a good enough night offensively to come away with a win.
That sequence that ends in the Usman dive to the rim and one. Just what goes through your head as a coach when you see that level of passing, cutting, off-ball movement? Yeah,
great possession. And we had a couple of really good possessions with that group in the first half. They just had kept the ball moving, but were attacking, active spacing, cutting, and that possession was one of the best possessions of the year. It was really, really good.
Is this another one of those games where you're tested late and you guys pass the test, get the challenge?
Yeah, I thought there was some game pressure down the stretch there. We had to string together stops. We had to string together scores. We had to execute on both ends of the floor. And I thought we rose to that tonight. Again, I think people could look at the records coming into the game and assume something, but, they were playing really well. And it's a time of year that's really hard to win consistently. These are hard games to win. We don't take them for granted. We don't take for granted the effort that it takes by the team to come out of here against a team that was playing great and get a win.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Great players now.